Every one of us gonna experience the bad week. You shouldn't connect this freedom to your current P&L. So you should learn why you took that stop loss. Welcome to the new webinar. What are we gonna do in this webinar? We are going to talk about some important rules in the psychology, which I'm gonna tell you how to reset your routine, how to come back after a bad week, how you're gonna boost your confidence, and how you can reset your psychology. Let's say you had a bad week. Let's say you end up the week with 2% drawdown, or let's say 3% drawdown, or you had some stop losses. You didn't able to finish the week with the green, let's say. All of the trades that you catch was red, you're on a drawdown, and how you're going to come back and speak, that's one of the important things you should understand. The first thing I want you to guys understand is, first of all, you're not going to trade the week as much as you want, as much as you can, and just open your eyes, see, oh, now I'm in the 5% drawdown. You should have some limits for yourself, like a weekly limit, right? So that's mean you're gonna put, forget about the prop frame weekly limit. The prop frame daily drawdown, let's say overall drawdown, forget about the prop frame. What you're gonna do, you are going to put a weekly limit for yourself. Let's say I'm gonna put a, let's say 4% weekly limit for myself. If I hit 4 stop loss in 1 week, or if I'm drawn on 4% in a week, or if I lost 4% in 1 week, I'm gonna stop trading. That's so important. Okay, I'm gonna stop trading, and you're gonna do the same for weekly target. Let's say if I made, for example, 5% in 1 week, I'm gonna stop. These are a huge number, but let's talk about the realistic number, right? If I lost 3% in a week, I'm gonna done for the day. I'm done for the week. I'm gonna stop, right? So, and also you're gonna put let's say a weekly target for yourself. That's what I mean from the weekly target. If you made, for example, 4% in 1 week, you should be done for the week. So these numbers should be aligned with your strategy. I can't give you a number because each strategy that you guys are using is different. So I can't give you guys my own number because my own numbers match with my strategy, and you should understand what is your number. But try to set the if you see in the backtesting that basically your strategy giving you a good edge, basically let's say you can make 5% or even 2% in the week, so make it a little bit less. Put those rules, target and limit a little bit less than the average that you see in the backtest data. So that's gonna help you. It's gonna be so much easier to achieve your goals. So once you hit the weekly limit, what are you gonna do? The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna stop trading. It doesn't matter if you hit the weekly limit in the Monday, in the Wednesday, in the Friday, you're gonna stop trading. That's the rule. You should follow the rule that you are designing, right? And once you stop, the next days, let's say if you hit the weekly limit in the Wednesday, you're not gonna come up with the chart on the Thursday and the Friday. You're gonna use these days to just recover the mentality and the psychology. Now, a lot of people think, okay, I should, how this recover and the mentality gonna work? I should just, sit down and meditate and stuff like that. Yeah, those are small part of the routine that you should recover. The main part is you should understand that the bad weeks happen. Every one of us gonna experience the bad week. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna enjoy the day. You're just gonna keep continuing. You should keep going in your life that the red weeks or the green weeks shouldn't have any, let's say, direct effect in your current lifestyle. If you go to the gym every day, and if you had a bad week, you shouldn't stop to go to the gym. If you, for example, at the Fridays, or let's say in the Saturday, Sundays, you go to the, let's say, cinema, or let's say you go to the, let's say, you just go to shopping or spend money or the good restaurant or anything, you're just gonna enjoy your week. That bad week shouldn't stop from your habits to recover, because the goal of the trading, it's the freedom, right? And you shouldn't connect this freedom to your current P&L, because on that time the market control your lifestyle, right? If the market is bad, that means your lifestyle gonna get fucked up. You should be depressed and sit at the home and cry in your bed, right? So you should understand the bad weeks happen, but that should be let's say a block, or let's say a huge obstacle on your current lifestyle. So what I'm doing, actually, if I hit my, let's say, weekly limit in Wednesday, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna, in the Thursday, I'm just gonna go to the golf, just gonna enjoy. I'm just gonna go outside with my friends, I'm just gonna rev the cars, go to the fancy restaurant, enjoy my day, keep going, go to the cinema at the, let's say, weekends. I'm just gonna keep going, right? And what I'm doing at the end of the week, like let's say Saturday and Sunday, which the market is not open, I'm sit down and I'm analyzing the losses that I took. right? So basically before the weekend, I'm trying to just recover my mentality, just keep going and just enjoy the day, enjoy the week, right? And what I'm doing at the, let's say, weekend, I'm sitting and analyzing the stop loss that I have. I'm just recapping the trades. I'm taking note. You know, I have a notes here. I'm taking note a lot of trades that I took here. I'm taking note, let's say, okay, if I had 3 stop loss in a row and the reason was, let's say, an equal low that created in my entry area. So I'm taking note. I'm learning that once I have an equal low, for example, on my entry area, I'm not going to enter. So I'm taking that as a note in my trading journal to understand that, putting as a new rule, if I see that's problem or that's issue happening as a consistent, right? What I'm doing, I'm just set that as my rule, and I'm just basically learn from it, and I'm gonna try to avoid those situations in my next trade, right? So I'm learning, because all of you guys, you should understand, even once you get profitable, right? I'm profitable right now, right? But what I'm doing is basically I'm still learning. I'm still learning from my stop losses. I'm still learning from the experience that the experience that I see in the market. I'm trying to refine my edge based on the live market condition. Because let's say the last year, my edge and my edge was a little different, but this year my edge is a bit different because the market condition change, and each month finish, each week finish, I try to learn from the stop losses that I had to match my trading edge or my trading plan with the current market condition. And you should do the same thing, right? You shouldn't stop from learning. You shouldn't stop from learning. You should continue learning from your stop losses, because stop losses, it's not your enemy, it's your friend. It's telling you that, man, you hit this area, you could lose all of your account, but the stop losses protect you to loss it. Instead of 5%, just 1%. Right? So you should learn that why you took that stop loss, and you should understand that a stop loss giving you a signal, giving you something to learn. As I told you, there is 3 different type of the losses that you can take in the market. There's 3 top of the, let's say, loss in the market. The first one is the losses, which is part of the game. You know, you follow your trading plan, you follow your rule, and you take that stop loss, is completely okay. As long as you follow the rule, you follow the risk management, you follow your trading checklist, it's completely okay. The second one is the losses based on the motion. You know, you take the stop losses, you take a stop loss, and that stop loss is based on the motion. Maybe you want to revenge trading. So you should avoid these type of the stop losses. And once you took those stop losses, you should learn from it and don't repeat that again. And the third part of the stop losses is, let's say, you have 3 stop losses in a row with the same reason, as I told you, for example, the equal low. In that case, once you have a lot of stop losses in a row with the same reason, with the same thing that you see in the market, the same condition, you should learn from it. And you should actually, for example, if that equal low in my entry appears, I'm not going to enter. So because you experienced that 3 or 4 stop losses that you had in a row, will end up with that situation, right? So you're gonna take that and put in your trading plan, right? So you should avoid the last 2. The first one is part of the game, right? It's completely part of the game. All of us, even me, I have a stop losses that is completely part of the game. But what I'm doing, I'm just going to keep continuing, right? So that's the main thing you should understand. And basically, we are human, right? And once you finish a week with, let's say, 2% profit, 3% profit, your confidence is going to boost, right? You have a great confidence. You're going to go out and you're going to tell your friends, man, I made $3,000 this week. I made 3% in this week. You have the confidence. But once you finish it with the red week, your confidence is going to be so low. And the next week also, you can't open a trade because you fear. Now, this is the thing that I call it a fake confidence. Confidence based on the market condition, which this is completely wrong, right? If you let this confidence keep continue, it's going to be ego. And basically, guys, ego, it's like a balloon, I can say. You can easily pop it up, right? But there is something that I call organic confidence. That organic confidence in the market, it's built in a long term. It's going to take you 1 year to 2 years to create that confidence, organic confidence, based on the small wins and the small progress and performance that you have with the market. And trust me, if you focus on building the organic confidence, nothing gonna stop you, even if you had bad 1 week, because you already have experience with the same strategy that you were using for more than 1 year, 2 years. You know, the one bad week doesn't gonna be, let's say a reason to you to finish the month with the bad P&L, right? So you're just going to keep continuing. You know that 1 week doesn't going to be anything, or that one stop loss doesn't going to affect your on your overall edge, right? And this is going to take a lot of time. And one of the tips that you can create the organic confidence, which we talk about it, you can go to the Show Leverage Fund YouTube and you can take a look to the webinar recordings over there, which one of the main reasons for that is basically seeing this small progress, seeing this small progress. Let's say if you learn a new strategy, and if you're trading for 2 years in the market, for example, and if you learn a new strategy and the backtesting result is good, but back then the backtesting result that you was working with the other strategy wasn't good, so this is a great performance. So let's say and after that you bought a $5,000 funded challenge, right? You're gonna trade on a $5,000 to 5K and you made $200 payout. Yeah, 200 is nothing, right? It's nothing. But let's say in this 2 years you didn't have one single payout, so that's a great, let's say, progress. Yes, we want more because we are human, but celebrating this small progress is going to help you to build organic confidence, right? And that's one of the important things.